Mauryan administration, concept of state and kingship. The Mauryan Empire had many administrative units like center, regions, etc. The central administration can be classified into 1. The king, 2. The council of ministers, 3. City administration, 4. Army, 5. Espionage network, 6. Law and justice, 7. Public welfare. King was the supreme authority of the state. The Mauryan Empire was a centralized political system. The king appointed or removed ministers. He worked for the welfare and the progress of the people. In the Dholi inscription, Ashoka states, "All men are my children, and just as I desire for my children that they should obtain welfare and happiness both in this world and the next, the same do I desire for all men." To assist the king there was a council of ministers known as Mantri Parishad. Ministers can discuss king's policy. They can suggest amendments. The power of the council varied from time to time. Final authority was vested in the king. There was no fixed number of ministers. The city council was divided into 6 sub-councils or committees. Each committee had 5 members. The first committee looked after industry and crafts. The second looked after the foreigners. The third committee's work was registration of births and deaths. The fourth looked after trade and commerce. The fifth committee looked after the manufactured goods. The sixth committee collected taxes on the goods sold. Chandragupta's army consisted of 9,000 elephants, 30,000 cavalry, and 6,000 infantry. This account may be exaggerated. The Mauryas maintained a navy too. Chadurangabla, infantry, cavalry, chariots and elephants as the main components of the army. Its chief was known as Ayodhagaradhyaksha. Various Adhyakshas looked after different branches of the army. Hence, Rathadhyakshas looked after chariot and Hastyadhyaksha looked after elephant force. The Mauryan administration had a well-knit system of espionage. A watch was kept on all important officials. The main duties of the spies were keeping an eye over the ministers, reporting on government officials, collecting impressions regarding public feelings of citizens and know the secret of foreign rulers. Gramika had judicial power at village level. 2 kinds of courts are 1. Dharmasthya, 2. Kantakasodhan. The first kind of courts settled issues related to disputes over stridhana or marriages, etc. The second category of courts dealt with wages of workers, murder, etc. The king was the supreme judicial power. Sannidhata. Land tax was the main source of revenue. The tax could be paid either in kind or in cash. Land revenue was properly assessed. The highest officer in charge of this was Samaharta. There were also customs duty, excise duties, license fees for artisans, and income from forests, mines, etc. The king had the right of granting remission of land revenue. The Mauryan state took keen interest in public works.